Hi, I'm Joe Luca, your president of the Rhode Island Association of Realtors for 2018. This month, what I'd like to talk about is the National Flood Insurance Program. This is something that's very important for the real estate market and for homeowners in general, and it's set to expire July 31st. Recently, you should have received a call for action to call your congressmen and senators or write a letter to them to let them know that you support a renewal of the National Flood Insurance Program. So if you haven't received your call for action, send a text to the number at the bottom of the screen. It takes about 2 minutes. You click on the hyperlink and everything is filled in for you. So please do this to let our congressional representatives know that we support a renewal of the National Flood Insurance Program. Now, a lot of times people think National Flood Insurance Program, this is for those million-dollar houses that are on oceanfront properties. And you may think that those people really don't need those. Well, flood insurance actually covers folks who live along rivers like the Blackstone River and the Patuxent River here in Rhode Island. Many of these folks aren't the millionaires. They're working class families, and it's important that they have access to flood insurance, because if you don't have flood insurance and it's required, you may be in default of your mortgage. It's essential that homeowners have the ability to access flood insurance for their homes. One of the great things that we have as members of the Rhode Island Association of Realtors is access to myfloodstatus.com. This is on the welcome page on your portal when you go to sign into MLS. And it's at the bottom, look for myfloodstatus.com. This will provide you with the most accurate information about whether a property is in a flood zone or not. All of the free information you can get online. If you look at the bottom, there's always a qualifier that says that should not be used or relied upon for insurance purposes. This information through myfloodstatus.com is 100% accurate, and they stand behind everything that they provide because they have E&O insurance for $2 million for each property. So they don't want to make those mistakes. So please check it out, myfloodstatus.com. Another way that it can save deals is because many times properties are put into flood zones that don't need to be in a flood zone. If the structure is not in a flood zone, but just a portion of the property is, that whole property may be listed as needing to be in a flood zone and have flood insurance, when in fact it may need no flood insurance or would qualify for a preferred rate. That could be the difference between an annual premium of $4,000 per year or $400 per year. So if you have someone that's having a tough time getting financing, that could make the difference between them being able to buy that home or not. So please check out myfloodstatus.com. It's on the portal page when you go in. It's not expensive, and you can even get elevation certificates and other services through that as well. So please respond to the call for action that you received this week, letting our congressional delegation know that we need flood insurance.